Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about class 8 ICSE course of geography. We are going to discuss about chapter number 5, that is natural and man-made disaster. So we will discuss about exercise of this chapter. Choose the correct option. First one, find the odd one out. Earthquake, floods, nuclear blast and tsunami. So here nuclear blast is odd one out because earthquake, floods and tsunami are natural disaster and nuclear blast is a man-made disaster. Then second one, negative impact of disasters include diseases, shortage of food, emotional shock, all of these. So because while the disaster, diseases also spread, like if you are talking about negative impact like train accident, so here some diseases may be spread or some medical condition should be not proper. Then shortage of food, while any accident, shortage of food and water is also there. Then emotional shock, so from coming out from that heritage, that what happens, so that also is there. Then all of these, so these three all are the negative impact of disasters, so all of these is the answer. Then third one, floods can be prevented by more urbanization, cutting trees, planting trees, none of these. So here more urbanization will be causing more pollution and there is no impact on floods, that how is the population is there. Then cutting trees, so cutting trees can be more impacted and more flood will be there. Like if the trees are there, so they hold the soil from their root, but if the trees are cutted off, then the soil is eroded. Then planting trees, so planting trees can prevent, because if the soil will be holded by the plant only, so some of the water will be stayed in the ground and also absorbed by soil. Then fourth one, dash river is called sorrow of Bihar: Yamuna, Ganga, Kosi, Narmada. So the answer is Kosi. Then fifth one, oil spill due to deep water horizon explode affected Gulf of Mexico. As in the deep water horizon, the explosion was affected in the Gulf of Mexico because near the city the explosion also held. So in the Gulf of Mexico also this horizon explosion affected. Then match the following. Column A, tsunami, cyclone, hurricane. So the answer is to human life and property, because these all directly impact on human life and property as they destroy all the property and the things which are needed for the humans. Then biological attacks and nuclear blast. The answer is man-made, because both of these are the disasters which are caused by the man-made or humans. Then activities aim to minimize losses natural. The answer is disaster management. So the disaster management is a management which aims that they will minimize the losses of natural and man-made disaster, and also they will help the people who are affected from these disasters. Then affect the plumage, bloods and fur of mammals. The answer is oil spill, because when the oil is spilled, some types of petroleum oils are there and refined oil which will be coated in the fur of the birds, and that's why the birds will be affected. Some type of fungus will be there, so they cannot run from their predator, and the birds or the animals will be easily killed. And these all oils which are used in our human or daily life, they can affect the eyes and the environment also. Then fill in the blanks. The dash explosion caused by US government estimated in spill of 4.9 million barrels of crude oil into Gulf of Mexico. So Deepwater Horizon was one of the greatest history explosion in Gulf of Mexico, when the ship was going on taking 4.9 million barrels of oil. So it was by mistake was spilled in the ground, and because the wood has a hole, so from that hole it was eroded out in the ocean, and it takes place as an explosion. Then second one, under Operation Dash, 90 soldiers were from Nepalese army which are sent to stricken areas after math in the earthquake. Answer is under Operation Sankat Mochan. 90% of the soldiers from the Nepalese army were sent to stricken areas in the aftermath of earthquake. So when the side of Nepal, when earthquake was held, then the 90% of soldiers were also gone for taking out all the soldiers and some people who were stricken from the delayed areas from which the people cannot reach, and this operation was named as Sankat Mochan. Then third one, dash is the effort to reduce the impact of disaster to lose human life and property. So mitigation means some type of places which have less disaster probability, so we can move on to that place to prevent us from that disaster, so that some cases and percentage will be lost that disaster will take place. So I hope you understood this topic and question answers of this topic. In next video we'll proceed further with another exercise. Thank you.